Sports pregame show. Thanks for joining us. The NBA on 2K Sports rolling right along. Kenny the Jet Smith.
Sold-out Amway Center. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sport. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. And it goes without saying, with Kevin Love back in good health, they are extremely excited to have him in the lineup.
Yeah, Kevin, it's good to be here for his first game back. And I'll tell you, any fears they had about this injury having a bit of an ill effect on the team were swept aside pretty quickly when they began to really play great without it. I mean, they really didn't suffer nearly as much in his absence as most would expect.
It says a lot about what a complete team they are, Greg. I mean, even though they played well without him, they're always better with these players.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. And it's Ryan in at the shooting guard position. From 12 feet out, no good from Simmons. Well, Chris, right around this time of year, these teams are trying to maneuver around the injuries they're being afflicted with. That's a tricky dance sometimes for these teams.
Oh, man, it's such a tricky dance, especially for the coach. How do you get your player rest? Is the player injured or hurt? How do you separate or define that? Because you never want a guy to play injured. And the length of the season, Kevin, it takes such a big toll. But that's what's so fair at the end of the season. Everybody's tired. Everybody's injured. Everybody must adjust. That's what makes the playoff special. That's the wild card thrown in. Fatigue and injury, and how can you handle and adjust it?
Great answer. Embiid against Thompson, and that's going to be a travel. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Embiid with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Passes it to Lawrence. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ryan. And there's the shot clock violation. Didn't get the shot off in time. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. Tristan Thompson, number 1. Second, Markieff Morris.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
It's tipped, and that's a foul called on Money. That is his first foul of the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Trailing by 2, outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had it figured out to take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Good at recognizing when the defense is overcommitted. I mean, Embiid is terrific at sharing the ball.
Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Money passes to Thompson. Pass break, Philadelphia. Here's Overton. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation. Something affected him on that shot, and it wasn't the defense.
Ingram passes to Ramsey, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
This quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to hog in that.
Morris into the lane. That shot off.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Ingram wide open. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
To the middle. It's tipped. Nails the wide open jump shot.
Look at Morris break down the defense on this play. If they leave one of these guys open, he's going to get it to him fast.
Pass to Ramsey. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Money. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Money. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. 13 feet away. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Hasn't been his best this quarter.
There's the pass to Morris. And stolen by Simmons. Inside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
It seemed like there were a ton of huge personalities on this 76ers team, from the stars right on down to the rotation players.
And it starts with the Embiid. You know, he's talking junk out there. Think about the quiet swagger that Simmons plays with. This group genuinely get along and they play for each other.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Proving how legitimate of a threat he is inside. I mean, once Embiid gets it this close, it's all been over.
Here's Money, and he jams it with authority.
And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Fellas, isn't that why you like to have a great point guard who can make a play above the rim like that?
And already they've got a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And the 76ers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes, and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Passes it to Embiid. Pass to Simmons. And Thompson sends it back.
But Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length, and he uses that to swat away shots.
Orlando leading by 6. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 5.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You gotta love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
Well, it's the shot selection. That's been a positive for them thus far, and a negative for their opponent.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Over Thompson. Philadelphia moving the ball over. Here's Hutchinson. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Here's Money. He just worked San Antonio in that last game. To the inside. A shot that time, not on target.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that.
He feeds it to Thompson. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Ramsey. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Money. No good with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
No good from Simmons.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The 76ers trail by 6. They get a hand on it. And now Orlando on the break. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to it.
Here's Money, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, they're trying to speed up the game. C-Web teams were given fewer timeouts. You think they achieved that goal?
Well, yeah, the new rules, 18 to 14 total timeouts. No more 20-second timeouts. All quarters have 2 mandatories. I think it does help speed up. And these are the greatest coaches in the world. They can adjust. They just need to know what the rules are. And I love the fast pace, the fast pitch count. Let's make sure that we keep the game in a way that fans love it. And we're not leaving any time out there on the floor. I think the coaches have made a great adjustment to it. And look, the play on the East Coast is always going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical than the West. But I tell you what, it seems like it's speeding up the game on both sides. And that's something great for us.
Well said. Feeds it to Morris. Knocks it loose. Now the 76ers on the break. The pass to Ryan. Here's Cassell. Here's Hutchinson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Passes it to Ramsey. Here's Money. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alt.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. They are 0-2 so far against this team this season. He asked them what they have to do to flip the script. He said, well, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. We have to be more effective against their shot blockers. Maybe it's crashing the glass. Maybe it's better looks on the perimeter. We have to figure it out. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control. The defender nowhere near him. He still can't hit it. he wants that one.
Good on the three-point shot.
Good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Kicks to Rice. Here's Overton. He's off on that one. And Orlando will come the other way. Their last one.
Watch out. Watch out.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Well, yeah, they set an aggressive tone early. The trick is maintaining this momentum. It's easy to get complacent.
It's up a three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
He's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage improved.
46 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He kicks it to Rice. And they get it. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bomb the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. The 76ers trail by 10. And here they come. Jumps up. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless. And this style of play can be hard to come back.
Boom! That's how you attack. Wow. Attack the rim, baby.
Back to Simmons. Over Thompson. And it doesn't even draw iron. And so it's the Orlando Magic sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Right back after this break. Of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The 76ers trail by 16. Simmons on the wing. To the inside. Overton. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, look at Morris. Use his feet to turn away a shot. He's excellent at cornering shooters and sending their shots back.
Here's Ingram. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists now in this one.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
Here's Ramsey. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in. He's got 7.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, to the paint, here's Lawrence. It's blocked. Here's Money. He's got 25. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Magic lead by 21.
How about the passing. They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Pass to Lawrence. Here's Overton. Simmons trying to get open. The 76ers with another miss.
Yeah, 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Rebound by the 76ers.
Everything looked good until the finish. It's all good.
Got a piece of it. And another steal for him. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Swiping the ball away with just such ease. No hesitation at all. From the alley, saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Timeout called the 76ers. Entering the league recently, some very talented big men, C-Web, and for your money, to take a look at some of the younger big men in the league right now, who stands out to you?
Oh, man, there's one guy up in New Orleans that I'll tell you what, I would not love to have played with him, but I love watching him. He just does everything. And don't get me wrong, he's not a center. He's taller than most centers. He is a center because he can play center if he wanted to play center. He'd just be a center playing point guard as well because that's what he was in high school. I tell you what, when I think about that young guy, or Cat, oh man, out there in Minnesota, what he's capable of doing and how he's coming into his game finally. So those are two young guys that I'm really excited about, that you get your money's worth when you watch them play.
Ingram passes to McCormick. Stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the breakup. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
Rice kicks to Ingram. Knocked loose. And another fast break opportunity here for the Magic. Here we go. And that one drops. Money's got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
To the paint. Embiid inside. It's up against Thompson. And Thompson sends it back.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
There's the pass to Ramsey. Puts up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
How many times have we seen a possession to take that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the 76ers call time here. We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's going to force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for him.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
Hutchinson, and the layup is good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Thompson throws it down.
This is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Spurs. Ingram outside. And there's the feed to Rice. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Money passes to Morris. Trying to get open is Thompson. They get it back. Shakes off the strong D and hit the bucket for 2. Thompson's got 8.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Ramsey. Back to Ingram. Here's the three. The shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Morris. Thompson outside. Pass to Ramsey. Here's Money. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. Number one, the Magic.
You know, they've been so aggressive on the offensive boards, and they're earning every one of those second chance buckets with that relentless effort.
To the left side wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Pass to Ingram. They get a hand on it. Here's Money. Here's Morris. The pass to Money. He feeds it to Thompson. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. 10 points for him.
This is where Thompson feels comfortable. Shooting very close to the rim. He's efficient.
Passes to Cassell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Money? And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Orlando's gone along perfectly from three-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Pass to Ramsey. And the turnover again by Orlando. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Here's Hutchinson. Orlando grabs the miss. Morris has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And look, I love how Thompson keeps his eyes on the basket. Even while getting hit, he muscles through it all.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 74%, you know, so-so. You probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
Philadelphia's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hutchinson. The 76ers again can't hit it. Here's Money, and he slams that one down.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
76ers shooting at 36%. They really see how to sink offensively. Here's Hutchinson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. It hasn't been able to connect yet during the second.
That's number 2 for him for long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the pass to Irvin. Passes it to Ryan. Down low. Stolen by Thompson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Money, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Thompson has excellent instincts on defense. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty to try to come up with steals.
Pass to Ryan. To halt the run, Cassell. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cassell's got 4 points this quarter. Here's Money to the middle. Shoots from 8. That one's not going to go. Here's Philadelphia. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Ryan, and the shot is long. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Ramsey passes to Money. And that's a foul called on Money. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Really, it's about valuing the possession. It seems like he's trying to manufacture offense out there rather than just letting the play develop.
And the 76ers making a change here. From beyond the arc, Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Money. 33 points for him. Kicks to Morris. And off the front, and in it goes. Morris has got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Orlando's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. That was incredible.
Well, I know what highlight we're leading the post-game show with, that's for sure.
He is gone, man. He's gone crazy.
How do you even come up with a dunk like that? Never mind if you used it in an actual game.
Beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Cold quarter for him, ice cold. I mean, it may be time to give him a breather. Maybe someone off the bench can give him a spot.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Money's got 38 points.
This is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you're not going to see a better rhythm shooter than this guy.
To halt the run, Thompson with the rebound.
Still looking for his first points in the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
And the officials call a traveling violation. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at Orlando. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly a will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course, the Philadelphia 76ers. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And for Philadelphia, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
They have their work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
A beautiful reverse layup. Thompson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
52 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Overton. Makes it off the glass. He has 7.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Money. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Magic have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
So we can't get either to fall. The 76ers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Inside, here's Overton, and it's blocked, and he gets it back. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10. Orlando's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Here's Money. He has 38 in the game. Morris finds Thompson. Shoots over Embiid. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Simmons feeling it out a bit.
You love the defensive effort. Morris getting every ounce of energy he has to throw shooters off.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Magic out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Out in front of the half is Orlando. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay out from three-point land in the second half, this game is over.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And here is Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Magic, we've got Thompson. Morris is out there with money, and it's Ramsey in at the three. And Philadelphia has possession. Now here's Simmons. He dishes it to Embiid. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Sunday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory. Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
You know the saying, numbers don't lie. You see it up there on the scoreboard.
The Magic shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
One shot.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, the league has unveiled a 5-point plan to improve player-referee relations. Things became heated last season with a lot of star players ejected for arguing with officials. The emphasis on respect and clear standards of conduct on both sides can only help. Kevin?
Very good point, David. Completely agree. Thanks.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Simmons. Orlando grabs the miss. Thompson's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Third straight miss to start the ball. It's still early.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
To the inside, Overton. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Both good from the line that time. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Money, and he has 42. And he just jams it right over Ben Simmons. Wow.
He always wanted to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving him plenty.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. The pass to Lawrence. Feeds it to Embiid. Outside, Simmons. Here's Overton. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. 13 points in the game.
And they finally get one to go. I mean, just in time, 0 for 4 start to the second half could really make a team tighten up. Well, think back to when Ben Simmons was first drafted as the top pick in 2016. Everyone knew he could be a playmaker as a small forward. But really, he functions fully as a point guard when he's out on the floor.
And it's good for 2. Money's got 46 points.
He's driven into this league, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. And Chris, Simmons, a player that almost transcends the traditional basketball position.
He's a playmaker, plain and simple. He has the height and vision and skill to line up anywhere. Simmons, he could be viewed as a generational talent when it's all said and done.
And so he makes both from the line.
I mean, you got to love the skill set Simmons possesses. A nightly triple-double threat. He stuffs the stat sheet.
Money passes to Ramsey. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Ingram. Takes the 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
Did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. Gotta give him a few big pats on the back.
It's stolen. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Morris.
Morris isn't afraid of getting whacked. In fact, he welcomes it when he's going up the shoot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw good for Morris.
You know, I like Morris. He's a valuable contributor on both ends of the floor. Now, he's a sniper from deep, and he can definitely lock you up on D as well.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. For Philadelphia, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Simmons on the wing, covered by Morris. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Well, you look at Money, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Tristan Thompson.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them.
No good on that one. No good on the second free throw.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The quick look, no good that time. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Overton. It's not going to go for him.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
And now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Ramsey passes to Money. He kicks to Morris. Passes it to Ramsey. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
But that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Here's Money. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight. First free throw is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. 76ers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Morris with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Here's Money. Here's Thompson, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. And the 76ers making a change here. He hits the second from the line. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. Usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season, before All-Star break, when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe the teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally there. Look at the championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that.
Here's Hutchinson. Off the mark there with a 3-point shot.
He's not the only one to blame for them being behind, but he hasn't helped their cause much.
Here's Money. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making the GA look all too easy right now.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Pass to Ingram. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. And here we go with the Magic pass break. Finished off the break. 17 points in the game.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Out to the right wing. Here's Irvin. It's good from long range. Orlando's gone off with a 3-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. And down it goes, jamming that one home. home.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Pass to Rice. Down low, here's Hutchinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
No good on that one. And the second free throw, good. The Magic shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Here's Ramsey, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. There's the pass to Ryan. And he lobs it up toward the rim. That shot misses. To the middle. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Passes it to Irvin. Pass to Cassell. Pass to Irvin. He tries for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Morris. And another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammate.
The pass to Irvin. Good on the three-point shot. He has 6. Orlando's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Here's Money. Bobbed up in for Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Look, it's all about Thompson's vertical. He jumps up fast to make sure he taps in on that alley-oop.
Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Passes to Irvin. Pass to Ryan. Now the pass to Irvin. Tries from 10. And too long on the shot. Cassell's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Money passes to Ramsey. To the wing right side. Oh, Morris in position. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The 76ers have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Orlando with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that'll be the third of the fourth straight at home. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for two. The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Philadelphia shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making, and he's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation. He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
Pass to Lawrence. Here's Cassell. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Cassell shot 6.
Good movement there. And the lead pass was right where it needed to be.
Morris with the bucket. Morris
is such a gifted scorer in the paint. He utilizes both his height and weight to get deep inside.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Tried to bank it in, but he missed. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Money passes to Morris. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Over to the wing. Kicks it to Embiid. Pass to McCormick. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
You can't afford to give Embiid any separation, especially in the pick and roll area where he is very dangerous.
Oh, Moore's in position.
And how about the excellent court vision? Just keeping the defense on balance.
And if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Here's Embiid. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Orlando, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the 76ers, we got Cassell, and it's Rice in at the force line. Fires from the line, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Magic shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Here's Money, and got it, another basket.
And this team has his name written all over it.
He's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA, and there are some people that feel that teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability. And fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch you to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coaches as scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times I'll tell you this, though, coaches getting fired because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. And he gets the bucket. Money's got 4 this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. To the middle, it's stolen by Morris. And again, Orlando running the court in transition.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the paint, here's McCormick. Can they get it? And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. The first free throw is good. See, we have a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot, you can't stop him. You should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot above the guy. We all remember, I believe, that San Antonio, a couple of years ago, on Golden State at home in game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of the lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps. The defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. You're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more.
Here's Rice, covered by Morris. Pushing it up. Here's Money. Good. That's another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Cassell. That's tipped. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Here's Money. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're James Harden. And you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But yeah, it's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but just sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do was go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say, I fouled him, I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-pointer. And, okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars. Getting
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. Bounce pass for Morris. The pass to Money. Oh, Morris in position.
Look, Morris can pull it up quickly. He's a dangerous scorer. He only needs a few shots to fall to find his groove.
76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Simmons passes to Ingram. It's hauled in by the Magic. And they're pushing it up. Here's Ramsey. Off the left rim and out. Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. From 13. Well, they get it back. Simmons against Thompson. Here's Rice. 76ers with a fresh shot clock. Inside. Here's Ingram. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Money. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Simmons dishes to Rice. The 76ers with another miss. Well, Orlando's shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
It's been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
The 76ers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. To the inside. Here's Ingram. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's just great work inside. Ingram showing the tool set.
Here are the Magic now. Here's Money to the middle. Here's Thompson in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, now he's in his body blow. No pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
Here's Orlando now. Money passes to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Morris is going to pick and roll thousands of times. He knows where to slash after setting screen.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lobbed up there for Thompson. You can't get that one.
Highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy pass.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Back to Simmons. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. What's been the change there, do you think?
I think the change has been the style of play and the removal of the big man. Being that there are no longer a slew of 7-footers in there rebounding, guards can come in there and do some amazing things in rebounding. And I'm amazed with Westbrook coming in and rebounding over the 7-footers. You also have better spacing, and so if I'm a one-on-one player, I get past my guy, I can trust that if I throw it to a wide-open shooter now, because of the way that we've drawn the defenses in, there may be a few more open looks. And so I still respect it. I still respect the energy, the focus, the fact that you have to be
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. He kicks it to Embiid. Back to Simmons. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. The Magic shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Thompson, high post. Passes it to Morris. Here's Money. Guarded by Simmons. Oh, Morris in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Morris is always looking to score the ball. He better be aware of him at all times.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change it.
And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Here's Simmons. That shot off. The Magic go the other way with it. Here's Money. Down low. Nice shot by Thompson. Thompson's got 25 points in the game.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And that's a foul called on Money.
That's why I see no competition. You might see me whizzing by, yeah man, I'm on a mission. And I just put the fish eye on my tunnel vision. See no evil, hear no evil, man, I refuse to listen. There he goes, at the awards, the most nominated, and the dress code is understated.